Hello everyone, welcome you to SSB Sure Short Academy. Today in this video, I will be discussing some of the important questions of Indian polity for serious examination, which is scheduled on 10th April. Ladies and gentlemen, hardly few days are left for your serious exam. Before you go to the examination center, I'll suggest you should go through this video in which I will explain some of the important questions of Indian polity, and with this reference I will also touch upon some of the important concept which will be clarified after you watch this video. See, before you appear for the exam, you must know the weightage of particular subject, which helps you in preparing better and scoring good marks in the exam. So Indian polity plays a major role in GS section of serious examination, which is being conducted by UPSC. When we say the examination is being conducted by UPSC, it means most of the questions are concept-based questions. And to tackle such questions, your concepts must be clear before you go to the examination hall. Do you know that there are total of 15 to 17 questions, sometimes 20 questions are asked from polity itself. So 20 questions plays a better role getting good marks, clearing your cutoff for your written examination. So ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much time, we will here start the discussion of the question. So you can see the question on screen here, which says which of the following features were borrowed from by the Constitution of India from the British Constitution. It means कि हमारे Constitution ने Indian Constitution British Constitution से कौन-कौन सा portion को borrow किया है. So we have taken, what is the key point of this question? That is the British Constitution and borrowing of the section from the British Constitution that you should know. So before I proceed, I'll explain you what are the features have been borrowed from the British Constitution. Then you will easily be able to take a correct answer to this question. So see, first of all, the British we have taken like a parliamentary government. Parliamentary government we have taken from the British Constitution. Then it comes rule of law. We have taken rule of law. We also have taken legislative procedure. Legislative procedure. Then single citizenship. Then about cabinet system. Then we have also taken prerogative writs. Parliamentary privileges we have taken, and then after bicameralism. So one by one, I will explain you these all things. The parliamentary government of parliamentary form, we have taken it from British Constitution. Apart from this, see, to better make you understand this parliamentary form of government, there should be a parliament in which the real executive head is Prime Minister and nominal head is President of India. In presidential form of government, you will find the real head of executive is the President of India. For example, in USA, that is the presidential form of government. And here we have parliamentary form of government. So we have taken the parliamentary government. We also have taken rule of law. Then we have taken legislative procedures and single citizenship. See, single citizenship, it means in India, there will be only one citizenship, whichever states you may belong. But in USA, you will find there is dual citizenship. Cabinet system we have taken, in which there are some important of ministries, which are the members of cabinet. For example, finance ministry, health ministry, education ministry, railway ministry, and defense ministry. These all comes under the finance cabinet system. Cabinet ministries comprises of around 25 to 30 ministries. Then comes prerogative writs. These writs are like statutory provision, habeas corpus, mandamus, and quo warranto. So these writs are again given under Article 32 of Indian Constitution. This is the part of fundamental rights. So this we have taken from what? Where from? the British Constitution. So by looking to these things, whichever things we have taken from British Constitution, you will easily be able to answer this question. So rule of law, yes, we have taken rule of law. We have also taken that is law making procedure, that is legislative procedure. We have taken from British Constitution. Then parliamentary system we have taken, but I have never discussed regarding this. Independent judiciary, no, we have not taken it from British Constitution. So what is the correct answer? 1, 2, and 4. So 1, 2, and 4 you'll find here in D. So option D is the correct answer in this question. Next, we'll discuss next question is, which one of the following schedules of the Constitution of India has fixed the number of members of the Rajya Sabha to be elected from each state? That is schedule 4th. Fourth schedule, you should remember this. This is one of the basic questions of Indian polity. That is 4th schedule. So option D is the correct answer. 4th schedule of Indian Constitution deals with the allocation of seats to various states in the Rajya Sabha. You should remember. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body as compared to the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha dissolves after every 5 years. Okay, and the Rajya Sabha will not dissolve. But 1/3 of the members will retire after every 2nd year of Rajya Sabha. So Rajya Sabha is a permanent body where the Lok Sabha dissolves after every 5 years. And the allocation of seats in the Rajya Sabha from each states, that is according to 4th schedule, which deals with the number of seats which will be allocated to the every states of India. Next, you will see here, the next question is, writ issued to secure the release of person found to be detained illegally is habeas corpus. There are total of 5 writs, which we have just now you have seen, we have taken it from the Constitution of Britain, that is British Constitution. So a writ issued to secure the release of a person found to be detained illegally. So when any person is detained or kept in a captive, so in that case, there is a fundamental rights of a person according to Article 32 of Indian Constitution. That is also have been referred by B.R. Ambedkar that it is the heart and soul of the Constitution, the Article 32, which says as constitutional remedies, where you can move to the Supreme Court to get guaranteed your fundamental rights to you. So Article 32 also provides the writs. So these writs, jurisdiction with the writ jurisdiction, what we say to this, there are total of 5 writs: mandamus, habeas corpus, certiorari, provision, and quo warranto. So the writs, that is habeas corpus, is a Latin word actually, which means that you should have the body. So the writ is issued to produce a person before a court who has been detained or imprisoned and are not produced before the magistrate within 24 hours. So there is a law, you must understand, that any person who has been detained by the forces or police and kept in a captive, then they have to proceed that particular person to the magistrate within 24 hours. So if that person is not produced to the magistrate within 24 hours, whether in prison or in a private custody, then that would be release the person if such detention is found illegal. If that detention of the person is found illegal, then they have to be released. That the purpose of the writ is not to punish the wrongdoer, but merely to release the person unlawfully detained. So those persons who have been unlawfully detained by the police in suspect, then they has to be released according to the habeas corpus writ. That is clear to all of you. So that is the correct answer is B, that is habeas corpus. B is the correct answer. Next, next question we'll see. It is here on your screen. Adjustment, I'll reduce the size of the question alphabets here font so that it will be question will be completely visual to you. Yeah. So this is question here. The question says, which one of the following statement about emergency provisions under the Constitution of India is not correct? I repeat the question. The keywords of the question has to be highlighted. See, which one of the following statements about emergency? So here it is being discussed, emergency provisions under the Constitution of India is not correct. See, the powers of Union Executive extend to giving, here you can see the powers of the Union Executive extend to giving directions to the state concerning the exercise of their powers. Yes, when there is emergency, then union executive the power is extended to provide directions to the states. The parliament here it is discussed. So it is a correct statement. Next is the union executive can issue a provision relating to reduction of salaries of employment of the state government. Of course, yes. Now the parliament has the residuary powers to do. So in emergency, parliament has more power to deal with emergencies. So here you can see the union executive can issue a provision relating to reduction of salaries of employees of the state governments. So statement B is also correct. Governors have no emergency powers like the president of India. That is also correct. Only emergency can be implemented in a country with due permission of president of India, and that should be finalized and sanctions finalized by the cabinet ministries. So see here, if ABC is correct, then obviously there is a chances that D will be incorrect, and that would be our answer. So let's see the option D. If the governor of a state is satisfied that a situation has arisen whereby the financial stability or credit of the state is threatened, he may declare financial emergency in the state. No, not at all. Governor of the state has no power to declare emergency. In case of president rule, governor may ask president that there is no party which can form government in the state. Then on that decision, president may implement president rule in that particular state. But governor never has independent power to implement implement emergency in that particular state. So option D is incorrect, and the incorrect one is our answer. So option D is the answer of this question. Clear to all of you? Next, we will move forward to question number 6. Yes, here you can see the question number 6, which says, which one of the following cannot be first introduced first in the Rajya Sabha? Which one of the following cannot be introduced first in the Rajya Sabha? That should be the question. Actually, first is here by mistake put. So we will just eliminate this. So which one of the following cannot be introduced first in the Rajya Sabha? So constitutional amendment bill, yes, it can be introduced to the Rajya Sabha first. You might have seen the article 370 when it was repealed, that bill was first introduced into the Rajya Sabha only. So the constitutional amendment bill can be introduced to the Rajya Sabha. So this cannot be our answer. Next is CAG report. This also can be introduced to the Rajya Sabha first. There is no issues because CAG report is given to the president by comptroller and auditor general, and now president presents this report to the houses of the parliament. So there is no issue. It can also be presented to the Rajya Sabha first. Annual financial statement. Actually, annual financial statement is a budget, what we say in the normal general language, what we say, that is budget. Actually, there is an issue. Just a minute. Yeah, it is a budget. So budget, annual financial statement is actually the budget. Budget term is nowhere mentioned in the constitution. So we say it is annual financial statement. So this budget cannot be introduced to the Rajya Sabha first. This has to be introduced to the Lok Sabha, the lower house. Okay. So here, I think this should be the answer. Let's see the option D. Bill to alter the boundaries of any state. No, this can also be according to this article, option A, I have told you regarding article 370. So this also can be introduced to the Rajya Sabha first. There is no issue. So only option C cannot be introduced to the Rajya Sabha first. So I think annual financial statement is a correct answer to this question. I'll also tell you regarding the annual financial statement, it is a kind of document presented to the parliament every year. You understand, that is a budget and mentioned in the article 112. Sometimes this concept of the article of annual financial statement question may ask, that is article 112 of the Indian Constitution of India, showing estimated receipts and expenditure of the government of India for the coming year in relation to revised estimates for the previous year, as also the actual amounts for the year prior to it. So that way it is a kind of comparison of budget in which the taxation has been collected by the government and what will be the next planning for the expenditure of these collected taxes for the upcoming financial year. So that is budget which is being discussed first in the Lok Sabha. Clear? And it is mentioned in the article 112. Next question we can see here. The National Commission for Women was created by. It is actually factual data which you need to memorize. See, here we will see the answer. An amendment in the Constitution of India. No, it is not. It was not the amendment. Actually, it was an act which was passed by the parliament. See, an act passed by the parliament. Yes, this is the correct answer. So the National Commission for Women was created by an act passed by the parliament. That you should remember. Here I will tell you what is this National Commission for Women. Actually, it is a statutory body. See, what is the difference between constitutional body, non-constitutional body, and a statutory body? See, actually, when any law is passed and it is mentioned in the Constitution, and according to some article that has been passed along with amendments, then these kind of laws are the constitutional bodies. Clear? And when the law which is not is there mentioned in the Constitution originally, and it has been passed by an act of the Parliament, that will become a statutory status to that particular law. So the Commission for Women, National Commission for Women, is a body which is a statutory body. Clear? Like Niti Aayog, Planning Commission, earlier it was Planning Commission, from 2015 it became a Niti Aayog, National Institution for Transforming India. So these bodies are the non-constitutional bodies because this is not mentioned in our Constitution. Okay? And this National Commission for Women, it is a statutory body because an act has been passed in the Parliament to make this, to give this commission one status. So that is statutory body. Now, what is constitutional body? Those like EIC, Election Commission of India, then ACI, and that is the UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, then Attorney General. These all are the constitutional bodies because they all hold one article number of Indian constitutions and they have been mentioned originally in the Constitution. So these all are the constitutional bodies. I think you understand what is constitutional bodies, what is non-constitutional bodies, and what is statutory body. So the National Commission for Women was created by an act passed by the Parliament. So it is a statutory body. Clear to all of you? Next, we'll move to the next question. Yeah. So the question is in front of you. Which one of the following statements regarding Uniform Civil Code as provided under Article 44? See, the Article 44 comes in the DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policies. So which one of the following statements regarding Uniform Civil Code as provided under Article 44 of the Constitution of India is not correct? So here, see, most of the time UPSC asks the questions on this basis only, which of the following is not correct, to know the concept of the topic. There is no much direct questions which is being asked by the UPSC. So it required more focus to the question and also to understand the term, the keywords of the questions. Okay? So that is Article 44. When Article 44, it is Part 4 of the Indian Constitution and it comes under the DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policies. So let's go to the questions. Which one of the following statements regarding Uniform Civil Code as provided under Article 44 of the Constitution of India is not correct? See, it is a fundamental rights of every citizen. It is a fundamental right of every citizen. No, it is not a fundamental rights. It is a DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy. See, there is a difference between fundamental rights and DPSP because DPSP is a kind of direction given to the government of this country, which should make the laws by keeping these points in the mind. But again, it is not a mandatory for the government to keep these all things in the mind, as it is non-justiciable or it is non-enforceable by any court. So it is not a fundamental right. So I think the first answer only is incorrect. Second option we'll see. The state shall endeavor to secure it for citizens throughout the territory of India. Yes, the states will endeavor to secure it for citizens. So as it is a direction to the governments, so government may make laws on these whenever it requires, it is suitable to make laws. Like in India, there are two states, which is dry state, Bihar and Gujarat. Alcohol is banned in these two states. So it is also directed in the DPSP of Article 47. You will find in the Article 47 that is Benson's. So government may bring such laws to ban alcoholic drinks. So that way, government is getting directions from DPSP to make laws. So that we see the next option, that is C. It is not enforceable by any court. Yes, this is correct. Preamble is also not enforceable by any court, but that is a part of the Constitution. And here DPSP is also not enforceable by any court. For example, you may ask, what is the meaning of enforceable by any court? It means that you cannot claim that whether you are enjoying these statements or not on your individual level. No, you cannot claim. It is just a direction given to the, it is mentioned in the constitution, but it is a kind of direction given to the state that they can take advice, or on this basis they can make laws in that particular state. So option D, it is not enforceable by any court, yet the constitution requires that as a principle, it should be fundamental in the governments of our country. Yes, even though it is not enforceable by any court, but government should must utilize it as a fundamental principle while making laws. Okay, so which is the correct answer for us? That is option A. It is a fundamental rights of every Indian citizens. No, it is not a fundamental rights. It is a DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policies. Now, अभी देखो ये यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड्स क्या है, ये आपको मैं बताता हूँ. The Uniform Civil Code is not a fundamental rights. It is clear. It is mentioned in the Directive Principle of State Policy. Actually, under Uniform Civil Code, if it is implemented, then there will be most of the rights. There will be changes, amendments in the rights what we are enjoying today. There will be strict rules. Uniform code will be there. Uniform law, charter of law will be there for various practices which is being freely practiced by different diversified population of India. So such rights will be seized. Actually, that a small portion of the rights will be seized. That there will be a charter which will be mentioned. When there is a charter of laws which you have to do, when there is a forceful discipline, you must feel unease practicing that. So that is Uniform Civil Code. Next, we'll move to the next question. That is question number 9. Here you can see which one of the following political parties was launched by Irom Sharmila in Manipur. So that is also direct questions. You must remember this. That is People's Resurgence and Justice Alliance. So the Irom Sharmila was a lady who was on fast to get UPSPA taken away from Manipur. So this party was raised by Irom Sharmila, People's Resurgence and Justice Alliance. That is option A is the correct answer. Okay, that is the direct questions. So Irom Sharmila, already I told you, she's a human rights activist. And yes, next we'll see. In this video, we'll discuss this question number 10. Here you can see in question number 10, it says a money bill passed by the Lok Sabha. See, first of all, I'll tell you what is money bill. Ladies and gentlemen, see, any bill which deals with taxation, banking systems, financial systems, and some sort of revenues, and it directly going to affect the individual livelihood in the terms of monetary things. So that's these bills will be considered as money bill. So money bill को पास करवाने के लिए सबसे पहले वो बिल को प्रेसिडेंट से अनुमति लेना पड़ता है. Before discussing in the parliament, it has to be first introduced to the President of India. When President of India has told yes, it can be discussed, but that money bill, the discussion of the money bill can only and only start in the Lok Sabha. Always remember, Rajya Sabha में money bill का discussion शुरू नहीं हो सकता है. But again, next question comes, who decide whether a bill is a money bill or not? That the whole right is there with Speaker of the Lok Sabha, who that person will decide whether this bill is a money bill or not. Once it is decided that it is a money bill, then the prior permission of the president will be taken, said this is a money bill and we would like to discuss. And that money bill will be discussed, it will be informed to the president, and then after it will be discussed only in the Lok Sabha. Okay? Then after it will be moved to it will be discussed in the Lok Sabha, then it will be moved to the Rajya Sabha as well. But there, Rajya Sabha has no right to bring changes in this, but Rajya Sabha can suggest the changes. But Lok Sabha is free to accept or reject the changes. Then after it will move to the president, and then that bill is already passed. See, so question number 10 says a money bill passed by the Lok Sabha can be held up by the Rajya Sabha for how many weeks? Here the weeks is asked. So that is 14 days. 14 days, it means 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a correct answer. Option A is correct. All money bill must be received by the Rajya Sabha within 14 days of the receipt. So 14 days के अंदर ही राज्य सभा को वो बिल वापस भेजना है, and then after it will move to the president chamber, and then it will be passed once the president puts signature on this. So this way the money bill is passed. Clear? So this in this video we'll discuss only these many questions. In next video it will come very soon before your exam. Next part of the polity sections. In that we'll discuss some more questions. Ladies and gentlemen, before we end this session, I would like to tell you SSB Sure Shot Academy runs various courses starting from for your SSB preparation, online and both under the leadership and guidance of Major General VPS Bhakuni, the Commandant of SSB Center Bangalore. And we also run various written courses for offline and online platform for 3 months, 6 months, 2 months, 1 year, 2 year foundation courses. Also, we have. To get more details regarding these courses, you may contact these two numbers, that is 7259407111. On this number, you will get information regarding all the courses. Also, you can download our application from Google Play Store, that is SSB Sure Shot Academy. There you can get a special discount for any courses. With this, we come to the end of this session. Thank you so much.